Hello, this is Ben here coming to you from New York City, and today I'm coming to you with a mini album that I have pretty much finished. I say pretty much because I have not done the spine or the back yet. I'm kind of waiting to do that until I figure out what I'm going to use this for, because I really don't know yet. But I wanted to go ahead and share it. The papers are all from the Tim Holtz Ideology, or however you say that, Ideology Crowded Attic collection. And I already threw away the front cover of the paper packet, but I used the 12 by 12 paper packet. This is what it looks like. Tim Holtz Ideology Crowded Attic. So I used the 12 by 12 paper packet. I used some of these stickers. I also used some of the 8 by 8 papers. And the 8 by 8 papers come in this set from Ideology called Collage. And it really has papers from 3 different Tim Holtz Ideology collections, one of which is the Crowded Attic. So I ended up using some of the other ones too. But as you can see, I have quite a bit left over. I used the tutorial from SoMuchScrap. I paid for it. It's $10 for the tutorial, but it's so detailed. It is, let me just show you how big it is. When you print it out, look how thick it is. And it's just so detailed, so detailed. I'll put a link below to her video that she has about this album. As you can see though, this album, she used this really flowery paper, but I basically used it to for all the construction details. And I don't want to show it because you have to buy this, but I mean, you just get a lot of these very detailed instructions on how to construct all the different pages. So it was well worth the $10, and the page templates, you know, I can use moving forward. So this is the cover. This is a piece from the 8 by 8 collection, and these are 4 different little tags that I cut out from the paper. There's a few of those sheets that have tags you can cut out, and this is just some jute ribbon that I picked up at Michael's. So when I flip this open, on the inside cover there's this little flip out. It has a magnet closure and it flips out. It's got a few extra pages here, so I thought that was pretty neat. And then the second page over here, also with a magnet closure, flips out and reveals a couple of extra little tags here. So that's pretty neat. I just used this sort of jute, just twine, I guess. But I like how interactive this turned out. Now for all of the decorative edges here that you see, I don't know if you can see them all that well, but there's, you know, this brackety looking edge on all these, and that is from this Fisker's border punch. I believe it is called Upper Crest. That's what I used on all of those. So moving on to the next page, there's a little closure here, and this flips out to do even more. And I know I'm totally going out of frame on the camera, but you can see how much space you have in there for extra photos and things. Whoops, there we go. You also get here too a full-sized photo mat to pull out. Now each page has a full-size photo mat. This page has these 2 little flip outs. Oops, they keep sticking back down because of the magnets. But then there's extra tags back there. Oops. Let me flip these down. It's kind of hard to do with, yeah, there we go. Another pull-out mat here. This page has like a belly band with 2 little tags here. Oops, that's kind of coming up. That's not good. 2 little tags here. This has a little swing closure that flips up to reveal 2 more tags. And these little swing closures I've used in here are from Michael's, their Recollections brands. This is a little brad with a little arrow piece that swings. Another full-sized, you know, photo mat, and that's what these look like. They're just double-sided photo mats. Let me put that back in there. There we go. This is another little swing tab here that flips out to just give you some more space. This, by the way, was my favorite piece of paper in the collection, is kind of architectural drawings. And then the whole thing flips back to reveal more tags. So again, pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is just a ribbon that if you open that, gives you another little flip out here. So pretty neat if you ask me. Then another pull-out photo mat, another page with the tabs. This is kind of a like mini flap page. These flaps all pick up like that. So I like that a lot. This just really creative page designs by Kathy. They're just really wonderful. Another full-out photo mat. And then the back page, these magnets are just not working. I'm gonna have to go fix them. But this is supposed to be like this. And these magnets flip out. And then again, you get 2 more pages. So pretty cool. And then the back inside cover has another little photo mat. So I accidentally, when I was making the book, I used the hidden hinge system, and I misread the tutorial, and I only made 5 hinges for 10 pages. Well, the tutorial has 12 pages. I totally goofed at the end, realizing that I hadn't made enough pages. But oh well, what are you gonna do? I think it still turned out really well. I'm really happy with it. It's definitely a testament to her tutorial that I was able to take that, her design tutorial, and make it into something more masculine and more me. You can tell that this is pretty sort of masculine, I guess. It's not very embellished very much. The pages are really flat, and that's one of the things I like about her designs, are that the pages, despite having so many interactive elements, unless you put chunky embellishments on them, they still lay very flat. So I really like that flat aesthetic. I'm also not a big fan of closures on the books. I know that's like a big thing, but I am not putting a closure on this. I don't want one of those. Maybe one of these days I'll come around and start putting closures on my books, but not on this one. So that is my book. I'm moving along. I'm about to make a 6x6 album with the Prima Cartographer. I just ordered another tutorial, a 6x6 mini album tutorial from Kathy as well, so I'm very excited to get started with that. But I hope this finds you well, and happy crafting!